Welcome to a series of 4 webinars on implementing essential skills programs in the workplace. The webinars are designed to help employers and practitioners develop and integrate essential skills training programs in the workplace. This series of webinars will present an overview of a step-by-step process to implementing an essential skills program in the workplace, from conducting an essential skills workplace needs assessment to performing a program evaluation. It consists of a 4-step approach. 1. Perform an essential skills workplace assessment. 2. Conduct individual training needs analysis. 3. Identify training and program activities. And 4. Evaluate the results of the program. The 4 webinars will provide valuable information for implementing an essential skills workplace program. Webinar 1 provides an overview of essential skills and illustrates, using a case study, the benefits of building the essential skills proficiency levels of all apprentices. Webinar 2 describes the key activities required to perform successful workplace assessment to identify individual and organizational-wide training needs. Webinar 3 suggests essential skills training and activities. Webinar 4 discusses the how-tos for getting started and a review of essential skills tools and resources. Welcome to Webinar 1, Introduction to Essential Skills in the Workplace. Canadian organizations are becoming increasingly aware that they need to maximize the skills of their workforce in order to compete and grow, which often means enhancing or refreshing their employees' essential skills. Employers invest in training when there is a hard business reason to do so. For example, because they want to reduce unacceptable loss of time due to accidents, excessive waste of materials, or time loss because employees require too much supervision. Essential skills training tends to be most effective when it is used to help employees improve their own ability to perform in the workplace. In other words, all training activities need to be evaluated according to how much they contribute to improving workplace performance, not just according to how employees feel about the training, but also in terms of what they learn, how their behavior changes, and how they improve in their jobs. Employers who invest in essential skills training can experience positive outcomes such as skill gains, both job-specific and technical, attitude change, for example, increased commitment to achieving individual team and organizational goals, increased engagement in the workplace, and knowledge acquisition and application, for example, enhanced employee understanding of the workplace. Employers also report improved safety, increased productivity, increased retention, greater return on investment in on-the-job training, reduced absenteeism, and reduced error rates. Having strong essential skills such as reading, writing, document use, and thinking can help apprentices succeed in their training and in the workplace. Investments in essential skills can benefit apprentices by building confidence to learn the technical skills of a trade, promoting lifelong learning, facilitating transition from formal training to on-the-job training, promoting retention and success in apprenticeship programs. Employers tend not to identify employees' lack of essential skills as an immediate challenge to be addressed. Instead, they address business issues arising from their operating environment. These issues, which include low productivity, poor safety records, and high error rates, may mask underlying essential skills challenges. However, essential skills challenges are often not identified specifically until employers begin to grapple with implementing solutions to address their business issues. Once essential skills gaps have been identified and essential skills training has been developed and implemented, businesses often notice soft returns in addition to business returns. The combination of improved essential skills and other softer benefits, including increased participation, improved morale, enhanced employee engagement, and improved team performance, not only equips organizations to address future challenges, but also raises employers' awareness of how to identify essential skills challenges and when to address essential skills head-on. Essential skills training will help apprentices perform better. Essential skills help people perform the tasks required by their occupation, provide people with the foundation for learning other skills, and enhance people's abilities to innovate and adapt to workplace change. There are 9 essential skills: reading text, writing, document use, numeracy, oral communication, thinking, working with others, computer use, and continuous learning. Essential skills are used in all trades in different ways and at different levels of complexity. Definitions, common tasks, and example of how each skill is used in various trades will be presented next. Reading. Understanding materials written in sentences or paragraphs. For example, reports, memos, and manuals. A typical application of reading would include scan for information or overall meaning, read to understand and learn, compare information from several sources or from complex and lengthy text. A trade example of this would be construction electricians reading engineering specifications that detail requirements for how power will be delivered. Writing. Communicating by arranging words, numbers, and symbols on paper or a computer screen. Typical applications of writing include write to organize or record information, write to inform or persuade, write to request information or justify a request, and write to summarize or compare information. A trade example of this would be cooks prepare documentation following a catering event to record what was served, quantities, prices, and the range of services provided. Document use. Finding, understanding, or entering information, for example, text, symbols, and numbers, in various types of documents such as tables or forms and drawings. Typical applications: read signs, labels, or lists, understand information on graphs and charts, enter information in forms, and create or read schematic drawings. A trade example would be carpenters interpret blueprints to verify measurements and to assess mistakes or omissions. Numeracy, using numbers to solve problems and complete tasks. Typical applications would be make calculations, take measurements, perform scheduling, budgeting, or accounting, interpret data, make estimations. A trade example would be welders use trigonometry to calculate the diagonal distance of a piece of pipe. Oral communication, using speech to exchange thoughts and information. Typical applications would be to provide or obtain information, greet, reassure, or persuade people, resolve conflicts, lead discussions. Trade example of this would be automotive service technicians give expert opinions to police and insurance representatives regarding the mechanical causes and consequences of vehicle accidents. Computer use, using computers and other forms of technology. Typical applications: use computer-controlled equipment, use word processing software, send and receive emails, use spreadsheets and databases, navigate the internet, use company or trade-specific software. Trade example of this would be machinists use computer-assisted design, manufacturing, and machining software to create three-dimensional models and drawings. Thinking skills, finding and evaluating information to make informed decisions or to organize work. Typical applications include identify and resolve problems, make decisions, find information, plan and organize job tasks, use critical thinking, and use memory. A trade example of this would be plumbers diagnose and solve plumbing problems caused by do-it-yourself homeowners who have performed work without understanding basic plumbing. Working with others, interacting with others to complete tasks. Typical applications include work jointly with partner or helper, work as a member of a team, work independently, and participate in supervisory or leadership activities. Trade example of this would be industrial mechanics or millwrights form teams with co-workers to install large pieces of equipment. Continuous learning, participating in an ongoing process of improving skills and knowledge. Typical applications: learn on the job, learn through formal training, learn through self-study, understand one's own learning style, find relevant learning resources. A typical trade example of this would be a hairstylist learn by talking with coworkers and colleagues and by participating in scheduled in-house training or training offered by major product suppliers. What are some of the essential skills used in your workplace? Perhaps you had thought of these or similar tasks: read labels, write brief notes on forms, read graphs and charts, and complete calculations. Employers typically become aware of skill gaps when they observe employees having difficulty performing work tasks or when productivity needs to be increased. These challenges often are the result of workplace changes, including introduction of new technology, changing customer requirements, company reorganization, new systems and processes. We will present a case study that illustrates the effectiveness of implementing an essential skills workplace program. It will highlight best practices in developing essential skills in the workplace and provide an overview of benefits, outcomes, and impacts of essential skills training. National Silicates is a small chemical company that is wholly owned Canadian subsidiary of the PQ Corporation. The PQ Corporation, in conjunction with its affiliates, is the world's largest producer of sodium and potassium silicates and operates in 18 countries on 5 continents. The primary objective of National Silicates' workplace training program is to upgrade the skill levels of plant operators and to enable them to be multi-skilled and competent in all areas of the plant's operations. National Silicates operates a highly specialized environment requiring strong technical skills. To be competitive in the industry, it must update refining processes and employee skill sets on a regular basis. National Silicates develops essential skills in order to recruit, build, and retain a category of workers known as chemical process operators, who are in short supply in the labor market, but whose skills are crucial in ensuring safety, productivity, competitiveness, and growth of the industry. National Silicates has shown a strong commitment to developing essential skills as part of its effort to meet quality standards and be competitive. The company's belief in the value of developing these skills and its pragmatic understanding of the business imperative of staying the course on essential skills upgrading underscore the need to treat essential skills as need-to-have competencies in a competitive industry. National Silicates Chemical Process Operators Program shows that employees who are properly trained are not only more comfortable in their roles, but are more engaged in contributing to safety and productivity in the workplace. The company found that employees who have the essential skills necessary to be effective in the workplace are an organization's best asset and can draw on their own skills and abilities to achieve aggressive performance targets. Significant outcomes and impacts of the company's essential skills training program include a 0 voluntary turnover rate, reduced overtime hours, reduced outside contractor hours, reduced plant downtime, more versatile employees, improved efficiency, improved productivity, improved safety, and an improved work environment. National Silicate identifies essential skills gaps and addresses them through training for current employees while they are pursuing apprenticeships as chemical process operators. The company also assesses potential new employees' essential skills and encourages them to pursue essential skills upgrading while taking first-level training as chemical workers. For both groups, essential skills upgrading is instrumental to individuals' progress in job-specific training. The case study illustrated the benefit of investing training of essential skills in apprentices. When individual employees, teams, and organizations stay the course on their essential skills investments, they experience, both individually and collectively, a range of hard and soft returns. High performance on the part of both individuals and organizations depends on recognizing and fully leveraging this combination of hard and soft returns. While hard returns such as increased productivity and improved workplace safety are among the most preferred business outcomes, softer returns such as improved morale, improved self-confidence levels, and improved communication are not to be underestimated. It is becoming more apparent that doing nothing to enhance essential skills employability attitudes is not an option in most workplaces. Pressure on wages from a shrinking labor force, challenges from competitors to improve quality and cut costs, and rising skills requirements for all workers make investment in essential skills not only an imperative but also increasingly irresistible. The next 3 webinars will walk you through a 4-step process to assist you in implementing an essential skills workplace program in your organization. The content of the webinars builds from a series of materials prepared by the Office of Literacy and Essential Skills, OLIS. The OLIS provides a national knowledge base of best practices, models, and applied research, as well as practical tools and instruments that support and improve essential skills of Canadians. We invite you to visit the OLIS website to access the Essential Skills Toolkit, which consists of a series of easy-to-use, generic tools that help employers and individuals improve essential skills in the workplace. If you have any questions or would like to speak to someone directly, please contact Danielle Mathusuk from the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum. Danielle can be reached by telephone, email, or fax. Thank you very much for attending the introduction into implementing essential skills. I hope you take the opportunity to listen in on the webinar series.